as much as I would love to see Rocky Barker, and I don't know if we ever will on the show, we at least got to hear him talk.
Guitar.
Guitar?
And Rocky wanted to actually play the guitar.
Welcome back to another episode of the recap. And
With a K. Don't forget the with a K.
Can't forget that. So yeah, this episode there's a lot going on. I'm really excited about it. You have the Met, you have Kourtney, you have Aneurysms, but we have to talk about Kourtney meeting the psychologist.
So I'm a psychoanalyst.
Sorry.
Kourtney in the confessional getting her title correct. I know she had to do that multiple takes.
She's a renowned psychoanalyst, social worker, and parent guidance expert.
Because it was a long title for this woman.
Yeah, psychoanalyst, social worker, something else, author.
This was like such like a pampered chef party.
One of the issues is you have this lovely community, but most mothers are finding it very lonely.
This was a privilege party, yes.
Yeah,
yeah.
Catered everyone in the back, just like full on all Kourtney's mom friends.
We are from school.
Yeah.
Our daughters are together right now.
She had Kylie's friends.
Iris is my sister Kylie's best friend.
She also had frickin' Sia.
I don't know how, but I came to their Christmas party and pretended to be Khloé's assistant as a joke, and she would introduce me as her assistant. Pretending to be Khloé's assistant really got me hooked up in the family.
That is Sia, right? I was like, looking,
Yeah.
I was like, this is Sia.
Well, she goes by Kia in the Kardashian household.
Oh, really?
Because with the K. Sia with the K.
Yeah, well, Kia Sia. Like, Pia Mia. Sorry. But yeah, no, this was a really interesting topic.
0 to 3 is the first critical period of brain development. So what we were seeing is children with behavioral problems, with depression, with anxiety. These are all disorders of emotional regulation.
They're having this conversation, and I'm actually learning a little bit about myself, and I'm thinking about my own childhood and like where my mom was and attachment theory to me, but yeah.
Well, I think it's really interesting how Kourtney really hones in on being such an attachment mom. And I think this is the main reason why she does not want to do absolutely anything other than be with her baby.
Now I have the option not to work, and I feel grateful to be able to find what I connect to.
From Mason to Rocky, she is an attachment style parent. Like she was doing it with Mason without even knowing about it.
When I was 30, when I had Mason, nobody told me what to do. I didn't read any books, but the way that I felt, my maternal instinct was to do attachment parenting.
And now Penelope, she said that's when she kind of started to learn the style.
Before I had Penelope, though, I read the attachment parenting book, and it was more intentional.
And the most critical stages for brain development, like we mentioned, are 0 to 3. And so that's why, you know, she's leaned into this, not even knowing the education behind it. Like she's always just gravitated towards being that kind of mom.
I will say though, this entire scene where they were talking about parenting, all that stuff, for then to have the shot of Kourtney holding Rocky.
Yeah.
That was a jump scare for me because I forgot she even had a baby.
Really?
Where is Rocky?
Rocky's always there. He's just blurred.
I know, but I'm just like, I forgot she even had a freaking baby. Like
Why would she
Rocky.
be having this conversation if all her kids are outside of Rocky, or like 9 plus?
Well, I can't be the only one that forgets she has Rocky Barker baby. Okay, I can't.
I can't not know, because that's all she does. She's like, I want to stay at home and breastfeed.
What if your baby's asleep? Then can you be on your phone when you're breastfeeding? Because I'm on my phone. I didn't know the no phone thing.
We're finding out a flaw from Kourtney, because she has had her phone around her every time she has breastfed.
I mean, I did not know that you should not be on your phone while breastfeeding. I've definitely done that with all kids.
She literally is going to be over here not watching TV now. She can't even have her phone.
I try to do that. I don't have kids, but I try to just like.
I was going to say, what breastfeeding are you doing?
I just like in general, like I try not to sleep in the bed with the phone next to me. So for me, it's radiation, you know?
Well, Kourtney has a sticker on her phone for that.
Well, I'm just saying, but yeah, so I don't know. It's hard. That's where everything is happening.
And we see in the later scene in the episode, Kourtney putting her phone away in the morning of like no phones for as long as possible.
And then I try to leave my phone. No phones for as long as possible.
In this conversation though, this lady with these 75 titles. She said the most powerful thing is you.
So I would say the most powerful thing is you.
Which I think is, you know, you can carry that in any type of makeup, but like you have to make sure you're okay, you're sane, you're calm, because those kids in this particular setting are going to gravitate or take on how your energy is exuding onto them as they continue to grow.
There is no you without you.
Yes.
Spread the word.
Bringing up the whole working thing, I think this expert is really making Kourtney's head a little big, because at the end of the day, the expert is saying when you're working, your baby's there. Like if you're sleeping, the baby's sleeping. Like you work when they're at school, you do this. So it's like anytime your child is alone or like has time to be with you, you should be with your kid. And Kourtney's new mission and life purpose is to make this a government thing.
She feels like our government should support moms and or dads to be home with their baby.
She wants every single mom and every single dad, or even just parent in general, to be funded for being a parent.
Which I think would be a really cool situation, but the way the government is going now, I'm not sure. But also this lady also mentioned how she has fought and has been very active in the government system.
In this country, we have no paid leave. I've been fighting for paid leave for a decade. I went to the Senate to speak about the importance of paid leave for primary attachment figures. And there's always an excuse.
Well, I also too think with the not working of it all, when I was watching this scene, because Kourtney talked about how in her past being a mom, she worked.
Yeah.
Because she didn't really have any other option. Now, them being the Kardashians and making so much money and being really an executive producer on the show, but she doesn't have to work as much. But in my mind, I'm kind of like, does she not want to work, or does she just not want to hang out with her family?
Really?
Like, is she using the baby and the not working thing as an excuse to not have to spend so much time with her family?
I think two truths can exist. I do, because it's like I can definitely see if she's done this. How old is Mason?
He's 16.
Yeah. If she's done this for 16 years, this is how she likes to show up and kind of retreat and retract and be there for the kid. But also, she's judging her family 24/7. And so the baby is also an added bonus for her to be an excuse to not be around them.
I also do think her parenting style attachment is completely different than she says than Kris Jenner.
I just heard something recently where it was like, the things that you do that are the opposite of your parent is like you're healing yourself from something that you didn't get that you needed.
I feel like I'm the opposite of my mom.
So am I.
Kourtney really is the carefree, do whatever you want mom.
She was definitely more controlling and still is, but it was the 80s then. It was a different time. To me, like, I'm just like, live your best lives, guys.
Yeah, well, Kris Jenner is and was controlling is what Kourtney is saying. But she's also, you have to take into account, she's also the oldest. And so it's like, yeah, you have your first kid. That's the one that you're going to like, you know, put all your energy into. You're going to be a little bit more strict because this is the first time you're doing this.
And getting to see the Barker household this early in the AM.
Yeah.
I was very intrigued.
Hi, baby.
Happening.
Good morning.
Pat?
Good morning, Rocky.
But this was fun to see as she's so big into like mommy land. How are you actually operating mommy land? And it was good to see like, oh, they're really tight knit. Penelope sleeping next to them on the floor.
Penelope's sleeping here. She made a bed.
Well, that is like attachment. You're sleeping with your baby. You have your daughter on the bedroom floor.
Oh, yeah, that is.
Well, they had a full slumber party, the whole fam.
Yeah.
The moment in bed where Kourtney and them are waking up and she gives Rocky a little song.
Good morning. Good morning. The sun is shining.
I'm like, here she is coming, trying to compete with Kylie Jenner's Rise and Shine. We can't have that. Nope, that's the only good morning chant we have in the Kardashian household. As much as I would love to see Rocky Barker, and I don't know if we ever will on the show, we at least got to hear him talk.
Guitar.
Guitar?
I would have thought he would have said drums. First, I was like, oh, he's throwing shade at his dad. But then Travis can play the guitar too.
Yeah.
And Rocky wanted to actually play the guitar.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
But also, you know, Kourtney just setting the record straight once again. You know, people like to criticize her bubble.
My peaceful, sacred bubble doesn't have to be at home. It's wherever my world is, you know, like my kids and my husband. It's like wherever we are.
Seeing them actually do like real people things, like cooking in the kitchen. Penelope's cooking in the kitchen.
Mom, do you think it's done? I don't understand.
Yeah, it looks done.
Oh, when she mentioned family just feels like fall, I was like, oh, that's nice.
It's like when a person could feel like fall. Like I can't explain it. It's like that feeling of like pumpkin drinks back at places, starting to put up decorations. It's such a beautiful thing.
I like that. I do. Like, you know, a little pumpkin spice latte.
Yeah. Which, if that's her joy, Kourtney, why can't Kim have her joy too?
Yeah, her going to work feels like fall.
Yeah. But this scene of them making out on the couch. And you just said you were desensitized.
I was. That was
Earlier in the season.
2 weeks ago. And now this was too much.
Well, clearly Rocky does not approve either.
No.
Not him saying no.
No.
Like, but I'm like, damn. Kind of part of me thought maybe the making out is for show. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's like they're in public, they're just like enjoying themselves. But to see them this bright and early in the morning.
Morning breath.
Well, I guess it's pheromones. They love each other's pheromones.
I see.
You know? But it was just like, read the room.
It's like a playroom here.
Yeah.
2 of your kids, your daughter's right there. To a limit, to a degree, it's like, I think I would like want to put out the message of like showing my kids like your parents love each other. But also it's like, okay, this is kind of strange, Mom. You're just tonguing him down every moment? Like, girl, give it a break.
Also, another quick call out with the K. Subscribe to the channel because we are so close to 50,000 followers. We're trying to get there by the end of the season. Do you think we can do it, Archie?
We can do anything we put our minds to, and we will have anything we put our minds to.
We're gonna pull like him, yeah. So please, please, please hit that subscribe button. But we are seeing how Kourtney likes to parent and how Kourtney is family, 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 and that's her priority. To then transition to Kim, who has the most stressed out life at this current moment.
How's it going?
Exhausting.
I love that Scott is in so many scenes, just not with Kourtney. But yeah, they're headed to the doctor to actually do a inspection and x-ray of the brain to figure out what the inner workings are and what's gonna happen with this aneurysm.
So Scott and I both are gonna look at our brains today with Dr. Amen. He does these brain scans to see how your brain health is really looking.
It just cracks me up how nonchalant the Kardashians are being about this aneurysm.
Oh, and I might have a brain aneurysm.
Kourtney in the confessionals.
I don't want her to have an aneurysm, of course.
Like the fact that this is just like nonchalant. I'm like, sweetie, this is a major deal. You have a freaking, is it a brain, what is it? Is it an aneurysm?
Yeah, that's the word.
Oh, why was it so mean to you last episode about saying she might have a brain aneurysm?
We're watching it in real time and she's stressed having an aneurysm and then
don't manifest that, take it back.
Okay.
Words have power.
And then she's like having an aneurysm because of it.
No,
and
she hasn't had it, Archie. She hasn't had an aneurysm. You're saying she hasn't.
You're freaking out.
Because words have power.
Words do have power.
So she hasn't had an aneurysm.
Okay, well,
We're worried.
budding. It's a budding aneurysm.
No, don't even say that. What is an aneurysm? We don't even know. But that's what it's called.
You're always mean to me. Yes.
But
it's called a brain. You even said it.
Yeah, but I didn't want it to pop. That's what I was meaning.
So I said she has a brain aneurysm, and you were like, it's not confirmed.
Well, I thought when you have an aneurysm, that means it like ruptures.
No.
It's just called
It's just
aneurysm.
there. Yeah, it's like a cyst.
Huh.
No biggie.
Well, maybe you should go to med school.
I like this scene though because we got a little insight on how Kim thinks about Kanye moving on. She really does want to advocate for him to be in a relationship.
I mean, I always encourage a relationship, but like a healthy one.
But this is not healthy.
Also, something that's also adding to it, and we're getting this backstory while we're in the car going to the doctor's office, is that during this moment, Kanye is being very loud on the internet, and she is just not engaging.
Sometimes I just feel like snapping.
Right. But where's that gonna get you?
I just can't.
And so this is also things that are adding to the aneurysmness of it all.
My brain is perfect when it comes to stressing. Then why do you act like that?
I just wish they would just like say it.
Say what?
Everything. Like, what's going on, Kim? Be full real with everything happening and exactly like what he's putting you through. Like, we're just getting like the surface. But now knowing that your brain is being affected, like, we need to step in and fix this.
Well, is it you're saying it's more than social media?
It's more than...
that's what we know as the general population.
Yeah, I think there's like way more.
Yeah.
There has to be.
My only focus and job is really just to be strong for my kids.
Scott makes a funny joke about, like, I don't know where she tucks all her emotions. It's probably under her butt. That's why it's so big.
She's able to bottle up her emotions. Not sure where they go. Maybe she's tucking them under her butt. That's why it's so big.
This is why we love Scott, because he's able to read the Kardashians in such a way that it's like, it only makes sense coming from Scott.
So the doctor is saying that, like, Kim has a beautiful brain, right?
Of course she does. Could you imagine?
Your brain, well, actually looks beautiful.
I have a beautiful brain.
Nothing about Kim is ugly.
So I've heard that before.
She's normally so positive, which helps with the anxiety, but the front part of her brain is less active. But this is where she's like, I will not accept this, because saying the front part of my brain is not so active means that I'm a little bit more susceptible to stress.
It would be harder to manage stress, and that's not good for you, especially as you're studying and you're getting ready to take the boards.
That just can't be. It just can't. Not accepting.
And this is basically the catalyst to Kim being a mom, an actress, a lawyer, a billionaire, a baddie. Like, she's just going through it.
I gotta get on a plan to really figure this out.
Yeah, at least it's fixable. You know what I mean? But the fixableness is never going to be fixed, because I don't think Kim does anything in her life to stress herself out. It's the outside factors.
Well, I think that's most people, right?
But the bar is her decision.
The bar is her decision, yes. She's also saying holes.
See these holes?
I was joking and I said it's gonna look like a bowling ball, and it does.
The man was reading Scott's brain down.
Front third of your brain is really sleepy.
This ain't good.
Well, Scott is tired.
Are we
He's
all?
tired, honey.
Are we all?
His brain is sleepy.
Scott's
None of it's permanent. It's not
Oh, okay.
dead.
I was scared at first. I thought I was
If you don't reverse it, you are.
Well, it also is just interesting because it's like all the drug use, all the alcohol. Like, I think that's building up the brain of like why there's kind of some not so good things. But obviously Scott is putting himself first, and he's like completely grown up as a human to where his brain is fixable.
You can course correct. I don't know if it's fixable, but you can course correct.
This doctor helped Khloé and Kendall, and now he's here to help Kim and Scott. Like, it's just such a family thing.
Is this the doctor when Khloé walked out? She was like, I'm strong, I'm powerful, I got head trauma.
This is the same doctor.
Okay.
She has chronic stress in her brain, so we need to get this. But the whole episode is the stress. Like, Kim is stressed out. Everything in her life, stress.
Stress, stress, stress.
Because the Met Gala, even though the episode starts off with them in going to New York, being very calm,
Very
excited.
I will say, guys, this is like the first Met. I'm not stressed. Am I acting stressed?
No. You seem really calm, actually.
And Kim saying she isn't stressed. And then basically speaking for both of her sisters, that they're not stressed either.
I'm not nervous this year. Neither is Kendall and neither is Kylie. We all are super chill this year.
For then cameras to cut to Kendall.
Today we have our second fitting, and the dress just isn't there yet. So I think that obviously causes a little bit of stress and a little bit of nerves.
Well, Kendall is stressed because they're having a tailoring issue. The theme for this year's Met Gala is super fine, tailoring black style. So Kendall is working with a new black designer, and it's just not coming together right now. It's just, it looks a little sloppy under the arms.
This doesn't look nice.
No.
See when it bubbles like that?
She's not feeling so confident.
Kim on the other end is doing her fittings, and she's loving the look, but the outfit is not fully done yet. So obviously that's getting a little bit of stressful situation with Kim might not even walk at the Met Gala.
They cut it 3 inches too short, and it's a piece of alligator, so we can't get another piece. Now we have to add a piece, and now there's gonna be a seam, which will look, if it looks horrible, I'm not going.
From Makeup by Mario to throw shade to OJ.
We went to bed thinking, like, if it doesn't fit,
Must have quit.
we must quit.
Do you not know that saying? if the glove don't fit,
oh yeah,
you must have quit.
Oh yeah.
And
damn,
it being
OJ, this episode and last episode.
I know, but the fact that it literally is like a black leather dress, with a black leather glove, like you just can't write this shit.
Well, this is the first time that she ever said that. Hey, maybe if it's not right, then I just won't go. If it's ugly, I won't go.
Which this being her 12th Met Gala.
This is like my most consistent relationship.
But luckily, she has her #1 fan,
Northwest.
Oh my gosh. Where did you get these? In New York.
Northwest is in the building. Remember? Oh, do you remember that?
What?
Sorry, it took me back. It was a flashback.
To what?
When she first started dating Kanye on Keeping Up, she was like, Mr. West is in the building. When he came to visit her?
No, I don't.
You don't remember
that.
this?
No, but Northwest is here.
Northwest is here, and she's trying to cheer up her mom in the best way possible. She's bringing roses. She is motivating her mom to get out there and do it. She's like, you're going to be the best dressed. You got to get up and go. And I really like, you know, I say it all the time. I love these celebrity kids. And so seeing them in action, I was like, yeah, girl.
You know what? This made my day. So now you have to go now.
Well, it just was amazing to see. I mean, the internet loves to say North trolls Kim, which she does, obviously. But I think their budding relationship of just besties and North being like, what's the worst that could happen?
Will hate on your outfit? Can they do that for you? You just actually go. You're my motivating factor.
And that makes me sad because North being 12, her seeing the bigger picture of like, don't let outside noise affect you because at the end of the day, you're Kim Kardashian and you have to be at the Met Gala because that's what her and North do.
But that's a real talk though. And I think that like, especially, you know, Kim is a dedicated mom. We're hearing about all these things. And so like having your North is kind of like her protege, kind of like speak life over her and like tell her to get your ass up and get the work, basically in kid terms.
Yeah.
She's like, I got to do this for my daughter.
Just the fact that she wanted to cheer me up and encourage me to go is just so sweet. And I'm so moved that she doesn't want me to give up.
Well, this is their bonding moment. Like North is always at the Met Gala with Kim. So I think North cherishes these moments because this is kind of like their thing. And I just loved getting to see that scene together. But also before the Met Gala, Kim kind of discusses Kourtney, the hater.
Imagine being us and just being able to sit home and think, watch everyone on the red carpet. I can't wait.
And Kim throws the shade back.
Yeah, and imagine being us, being able to walk down the red carpet. How fun and exciting and all glammed up. 2 different lives.
Well, since we're talking about hater Kourtney, I thought it was like really, really, you know, you like to do the make-believe and the, you know, the signs of it all, right? You know, so the photo of the crashing.
Not the spirituality hate.
No, not spirituality hate, but
woo-woo.
Yeah, you know, extraterrestrial of it all, right?
Woo-woo.
Exactly. So Kim also is in this weird moment where like her phone or laptop crashes.
All of a sudden, my computer like fully crashed and went black. And my screen turned into a picture of my dad that I've never seen before. I don't have this picture and I've never seen this picture before.
And then it happened at a specific time, which was 213.
See the big 213 by my dad. So I was like, what does it mean?
She Googles the angel numbers. She's figuring out the alignment of it all.
The angel of guiding you towards your goals and encouraging you in your abilities.
And she wants to drop this into the group chat.
You want to know what Kourtney's response was? What do you think it was? Something great and positive and no.
The angel number being a very positive in the moment for Kim thing. Like she needed to have that angel number moment. And how excited Kim would be to be sharing to her siblings that we have a new photo of our father.
Yeah.
Which is a very attractive photo of Robert Kardashian. It's a very good picture.
Oh.
I mean, he was shirtless.
Oh. Whoa.
Honey, the Kardashians are all fine. Starts from the Kardashian genes, honey. But her never seeing this photo and for it to be the screensaver of her laptop to send it to her family and Kourtney's response.
I think it's dad probably saying that you shouldn't do the bar. You've got enough on your plate. You've got 4 kids.
Kourtney, what is wrong with you?
She said maybe this is a sign you shouldn't take the bar.
If this was in the positive vibes only group chat, I'm gonna be very upset with Kourtney because I stood up for her for having the negativity in there. This better not be in that group chat because that was very negative, Kourtney.
We don't know. They have 18 group chats. But I think in general, that energy was negative, especially if you're discovering a new photo of your dead father. Like, you don't think that would be the topic? Like, oh my God, so cool. Like, why is it like, it just feels like you are purposely trying to dampen my vibe.
And I was like, It's like, well, Kourtney, I'm 3 months away. I'm taking it. I want to do this for myself. So as much as you discourage it, I'm doing it.
Well, her for taking this moment as a sign from her father that she's on the right path, for Kourtney to throw it in her face of like, not only just you should take the bar, like this is dad telling you shouldn't.
Yeah, well, she's like, girl, I'd rather be at law school all day than to sit at home all day.
Kourtney, listen to me. I'm a workaholic. I'm everything you think I am. I'm a psycho and I want to learn.
That was a full-on vent session, that confessional.
Yeah, it was.
Kim snapped.
And I'd rather be in law school than sitting home all day. I'd rather be at law school than doing anything that you could possibly think that I would rather be doing. I want to be in law school, okay? I love it. It's my passion. I die for it.
Because she's tired of it. It's annoying. How would you feel if every time I brought up maybe you shouldn't tan?
Oh my God, it would literally never be your friend again.
Exactly, and she can't do that because it's her sister.
And I said, you know what, Court? I thought about it, and I did not come to this earth to rest.
But I guarantee you, if this was not her sister, she would be so done.
Done. Well, it's just wild to think that it's like, why now? Like, why of all times when Kim is literally prepping for the bar and she's so close to taking the test that you have to be so vocal about your disdain for your sister providing a positive place and inspiring millions?
Kim was so pissed. She was speaking different languages.
Do you want me to say it in Japanese? Do you want me to say it in Chinese?
You want me to say it in Swahili?
Do you want me to say it in German?
Ich lebe dafür.
Do you want me to say it in Spanish?
Es mi razón de ser.
I was loving this little montage.
But I'm like, get North in the confessional because North knows Japanese.
Like, what language do you speak for me to get you to understand that I live, breathe for law school?
What's not clicking, Kourtney? Do you think Kim tells Kourtney after she talks shit in the confessional, or Kourtney watches it for the first time when she gets the episode to edit?
Oh, she sees it when she gets the episode to edit. Yeah.
That would piss me off. Like, if I was like, you said what? So I would like to know how that plays into effect with filming, because when they watch the edit, when they're going through the notes, like, I'm sure it brings up something. So maybe this is what's triggering Kourtney, is she's getting edits from earlier episodes and seeing what the sisters are saying.
But we hear housewives say it all the time. It's like the vibe dies down and then you have to watch it back and you're like, oh, now I'm irritated again.
Yeah.
But right now it is Met Day. Kendall's dress is fitting. She's good. She's drinking her champagne.
I feel really chill. I have my wine. I'm switching to tequila in a little bit, just to numb completely.
And Kim's dress fits
like a glove. It's perfect. I love the whole vibe. I think it's like so gangster and cool and like rocker badass.
This is actually probably my favorite look of hers.
No, she was absolutely stunning.
So on the way to the Met.
Oh, before you go to the Met, North does a prayer.
Dear Lord Jesus, thank you for taking us here today to the Met. Make sure my mom has the best outfit, and in your name we pray, amen.
North leads a very quick prayer, and then Kim also
steps in.
Thanks her team.
Thank you to everyone that was involved in this. It takes a lot of hard work and prep, and that doesn't go unnoticed.
For the work that they put in, because this was the shortest turnaround that they ever had for the Met, and it was a disaster last night, and now we're going.
Which I'm happy they showed this moment to show how grateful and appreciative Kim is for her team, the glam team, because obviously if it was not for them, this would not be happening.
Right.
And for her to go into the sprinter and have her security guard step on her dress. The internet hating on Kim for looking back, like what?
TikTok went nuts over the fact that my security stepped on my dress and then I turned around to see who it was or what was going on. They thought it was like a death stare.
She did look pissed.
But she wasn't.
But then also it's like the Cruella de Vil hat too.
Exactly.
The energy gives, I am evil. Like, so it's like, what, girl? Yes, of course.
But it was not a Kris Jenner look. So let's just make that very clear.
Okay.
But that, just a stare, come on. It wasn't like a Kris Jenner stare or yell. So relax.
So we're in the sprinter van now, and this is the longest that it's ever taken to get to the Met. There's a lot of firsts happening this year, and Kim already has pee anxiety.
I time out my night based on when I'm gonna have to pee. So it's like throwing me off and like giving me more pee anxiety.
Kendall's known for having anxiety, and I'm happy that Kim is bringing light for us pee anxiety people. Because it's a real thing.
Yeah, I mean, I understand.
But for Kim to say her schedule is revolved around when she pees, she really schedules her life. Like, to that extent,
I mean, for something so major, and you know, she's always in a corset, right? So it's probably hard for her to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So she has to work in these type of things. Right before I put on that corset and this dress, I'm gonna pee, and then I have 2 hours until I'm gonna pee again.
Yeah. Well, at least I feel like this was a very comfortable look for Kim, like compared to her previous years. But if there's one thing I love about the Met, it's a Kendall Jenner Sprinter van moment. Speaking of the pee anxiety, remember when she was drinking apple juice or whatever, and it was like, people are gonna think I'm drinking pee.
Yeah.
That's my beauty secret.
Yeah.
This episode, we got nipple talk.
Just keep an eye out for your nipples.
Yeah, they're popping out a little, but like it's nothing nobody's ever seen before. Yeah.
We've seen her nipples before.
Yes.
We've seen everybody's nipples before. What's a little nip slip? But they are in the car in the Sprinter van, and the hold up is because of the F1 racing car performance spectacle that happened at the Met Gala was Damson Idris.
They had to like shut streets down and stop everybody. There was crazy, crazy traffic. So I'm a little stressed. I don't like being late.
We eventually get there. The whole family looks fabulous.
They all looked amazing, but it's just like, in my mind, why the hell is Kylie not having a camera crew follow her?
Because she said, you'll see this on the vlog.
I mean, she did give us a ton of free foot content, so she's at least given us something.
You had to glue your feet into your shoes.
Does it hurt? Max told me to tape my feet into this shoe.
I didn't think taping my feet into my shoes would be a big thing, but I guess it is.
That was wild. I want to see how she took it off.
The heels were 2 sizes too big and I didn't want to trip on the carpet.
Now my feet are stuck in the
Oh my god, that's wild.
But the Met comes, the Met goes, and Kim is changing into the second look. Her bestie Lala is here.
I know where all the berries are bodied. What, did I say that wrong? Yes, I know where all of her bodies are buried.
We love Lala. Lala knows all the stories.
She knows, like, everything.
Kim rarely goes to after parties, so the fact that she's kind of like ready to go.
She needs to have some fun. She's been stressed and studying.
Yes, and she wants to find a man.
Kimberly, what guys are out here for us?
I don't know. I thought we were going to meet someone tonight.
And she wanted to let her hair down, and she did. It was really cute.
We at least now know Lala's the reason.
Oh, for the
of
men.
all of Kim Kardashian's exes.
All the men.
Probably set her up with every person she's ever
I was gonna say, yeah.
Oh, don't get it started.
That's a lot of trust that you put into a friend.
Yeah, but like, if that's like her like rock,
yeah,
and she knows everything, like, you might as well trust that friend if you're gonna trust anybody.
True.
And I'd trust Lala. She is my fave.
I would too. Lala,
Yeah.
please set me up. Call now. Call the line right now. Call in, please, to the show, Lala Anthony. But also, you think Hulu's gonna buy these diamonds?
Hulu, Disney, will you buy them for me?
$20 million, they better. That's nothing.
It's a deal. It's really a deal. For having the #1 show on Hulu, come on, guys.
Kim deserves it.
She said, hey,
yeah,
number one shows here, $20 million.
And this was before All's Fair. She has 2 #1 shows. She's probably giving Disney $20 million in subscriptions.
They ain't buying those diamonds for her. They say, we're giving you $20 million. Buy it yourself.
Maybe.
Buy it yourself.
Well, if they're giving her $20 million, they're giving Kylie the same amount.
And
for
she doesn't
doing
even
what?
show up.
Now on to Khloé Kardashian. We are back at Barry's.
He's not dead.
And we are doing a surprise pop-up launch party at Barry's. Barry, who is not dead, everybody. He is alive and thriving.
I never thought Barry's would allow another Kardashian on their premises, but maybe they just didn't know about the whole Barry talk.
I don't think they
You know
did.
what I mean? So
I don't
that's why
think
they're
they
like,
did.
let's just get this one more time out of the way.
Yeah.
This scene, obviously the topic of the show is parenting and working and all that stuff. And here Khloé is showing how you can be a mom of 2, working, building a business for your family, with your family.
I always love having my kids around for really big moments as much as possible.
So I just love the topic because we're getting all sides to this conversation.
Yeah, we're literally saying how Kourtney doesn't want to work and how Khloé and Kim are getting their asses up to go to work.
I think it's so much fun for my kids to be here. When I was a kid, I loved having responsibility. I still love having responsibility. And I try to make my kids have responsibilities, whether they be big or small. But then for them to showcase their responsibilities, it's like they feel so fulfilled.
They're learning work and ethics and doing things and getting out in the community.
Well, I just love that we might not get to see Rocky on the season, but at least we're getting Tatum and True.
Can I have a kiss? No, me, not yourself.
When the Freaky Friday ad came out, I literally freaked out because this was like the most perfect
thing. Did you freak out?
Yeah, I freaked out again.
Because I love when I get to cosplay Kris Jenner.
But Kris Jenner dressing up as Khloé, Khloé dressing up as Kris, that's a fan favorite thing right there. So I'm happy that Disney was smart enough to be like, wait, let's do something with these two.
What Freaky or Friday Kardashian would you be?
Oh, I'd be Kim, 100%.
Yeah, can you imagine Kim in your body?
Oh my God, she would hate her life. But honey, maybe she'd
be like, what do I do?
I'd be like, I'm doing everything. How about you?
Yeah, Kim.
Yeah,
I mean,
no
OG.
question.
OG.
But Khloé over here said Kendall in the earlier seasons.
She did.
And now her answer has changed to Kylie.
And I would do that because, hello, it's Kylie Jenner. We have cool friends. We have fun animals. We live in a fairy tale.
Which, this is our first mention of Timothée Chalamet ever on the Kardashians.
We're not dating basketball players. We're going to the games courtside, baby.
Bringing up courtside, hello, the only person taking Kylie Jenner courtside is Timothée Chalamet. But I loved this scene because obviously we're getting a glimpse of Kylie, but two, the boobs.
I would love to know what those boobs feel like.
Do you think she said that before Kylie said what her boob order was?
I'm pretty sure she has also already felt them. But I feel like to be in the body and feel them.
No, but this is... Khloé wanted her boobs done in the previous season. So I think that's more what she's like...
I don't want Khloé to get her
Let
boobs.
me experience what breast implants would feel like before I actually get breast implants.
I like Khloé's boobs.
No, Khloé's body's rocking.
The way they are.
I'm okay with it. I decided.
But Kris and Khloé need to take acting lessons from Kim, 100%.
Mom? Sorry, you took a minute.
That was great.
I was shocked.
No, that was great.
What?
They were like not even taking it serious. They were laughing the whole time.
They were so good. And Kim laughs with Sarah Paulson the whole time. Don't you even?
No,
Yes, she did.
Kim is a classically trained actress, okay? She knows what she's doing.
Classically trained?
Yes, she knows what she's doing.
She is not classically trained.
She knows what she's doing.
She took some classes. Classically? No.
Emphasis on class. But I love just this scene because obviously Kris is Khloé.
Noise.
Khloé is Kris.
Hi, Kris.
Hi, I'm busy. You guys have 2 more minutes. That's it. I know I told you guys 4 p.m., but I don't care. It's 1. I have to go.
But then Khloé's Kris and Kris is Khloé.
So, Mom, what would you like to talk about today?
How about how I have never looked better?
Yeah. Little
Swipperoo.
Little.
I'm inside.
But them yelling like Kris yelling mom.
Mom!
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 The multiple takes.
Mom!
She said Khloé.
Focus, Khloé. What did you do?
I think you called me
outside is okay.
Chloe again.
Oh, I did? I'm sorry.
This is filmed in Khloé's podcast studio. We're also getting an episode with Kourtney and Khloé on the pod.
Today, I'm shooting Chloe in Wonderland, and I'm really excited because Court's going to be on.
I am kind of getting sick of the podcast room a little bit.
What a pretty set, Khloé.
Oh my gosh, darling.
Do I sit here?
Yeah.
And then also, I mean, there's some things that are happening on the show that we also saw in the literal podcast episode. But Kourtney is away from Rocky for a second. There's no preparation for this interview, and she's the first sister on the pod.
Did you do any research for
you?
today?
No, I didn't.
Why would Khloé do research on Kourtney?
There's not much to research.
Yes, there is.
Like what?
Attachment, style parenting. They go into the parenting conversation, and Kourtney says she has no issues with Kris anymore.
What are your
Things like
issues with
that.
Mom? Let's talk about that.
No, I don't have issues.
I feel like subliminally.
Well, no, I don't have issues now.
But who does she have issues with, though?
Well, does she have issues with Caitlyn still?
Bruce never tried to be dad.
Okay, so that wasn't my experience.
Okay.
But maybe that's why it became your experience.
Thank you.
So grateful for that for you.
She has issues with previously known as Bruce, and, you know, Bruce being the parent at the time. And they have completely different
life
experiences with Bruce being their stepfather at the time.
I want to call my dad, and then he would like hang up the phone. We would have like
God.
yelling wars.
Yeah, that is not my experience at all. That's crazy.
Well, what I find so funny is they're talking about the different parenting styles they had, and then Khloé's in the confessional being like, yeah, I was 5 years old.
Yeah.
So it's like, of course you're gonna have a completely different experience.
It's like everything's a fairy tale and it's innocence, and everything was just great in my eyes.
Finding out that Kourtney moved in with her father, like that had to have been a living situation, a parenting situation that Kourtney was not having.
Well, she said Bruce was controlling and aggressive. And I think if you're the oldest and you're this new man coming into my life, and my father is, at this time, you know, he's still living, I'm not gonna take this. So especially like you're new here, I'm gonna go back. So like that feels like it had it was very weighted.
I don't think anything would have been good enough for Kourt at that time. She was the oldest going through that divorce. It's a lot emotionally on people.
Which I'm also too thinking like, Caitlyn was so like mean to Khloé when she was older. So I'm just surprised that Khloé didn't kind of like give her reasoning too. But maybe when she was younger, Caitlyn was a great father figure for the time being until the show came out, and then we got some shade from Caitlyn. Kim calling was hilarious to me because I just love a sibling moment where it's like, oh, I'm calling to wish you good luck.
Yeah, and she's like, no, you're not.
Yes.
How do you know?
Well, I just wanted to say good luck today, guys, on doing your podcast.
No, she didn't.
No, you didn't.
You didn't know she was doing it.
Yes, I did. I have a camera crew. Who told me?
Those are the moments where I'm like, okay, that's for sure a sibling thing.
That's a real thing, yes.
With Kim calling, and then I think that brought kind of up the relationships between Kim and Khloé and Kourtney and Kim.
You and I would gang up on Kim for so long. And then it felt like the tables turned.
As soon as Kim and Khloé became besties, that obviously triggered Kourtney because that was never the case.
It wasn't the case. You know, it flipped. And I think that also people go through different eras, as we clearly see Kourtney's in a different era, but it was Kourtney and Khloé.
No, I liked when we ganged up on Kim. That was fun.
I think Kourtney's like kind of like, why do I have to go against my sisters solo? She doesn't have that companion. And that's where I pick up on where it's like Kendall and Kylie have each other.
They do.
Kim and Khloé now have each other.
Yeah.
Rob, can you come stick up for Kourtney? Like, come on.
Rob is not getting in the middle of the sister drama.
No, but Kourtney needs an ally.
The last time he was there with some drama, Kim swung the bag on Khloé.
Don't be rude.
Don't be fucking rude.
Khloé getting defensive about her judging face and her judging eyes.
Okay. I don't feel like, maybe I do. I don't know.
No, it's just kind of like, oh, yeah. Like, I don't know. It's just a little.
When I do it next, will you call it out?
I will.
So I can be aware?
I will.
You know, she's had too much Botox.
I've had a lot of Botox and it still just
really
shines on through.
So I don't do Botox. And
Okay,
I
it's
think
sort of a joke, Kourtney.
Oh.
Which Kourtney, take a joke.
She said, oh, I've never had Botox. I just like can't do it. And I was like, it's a joke.
Do you see the judging eyes now?
Yeah.
Okay, they're here.
Always something with Kourtney. Well, we have to go into our peek and pits. And my favorite part of this entire episode was finding out that Kim Kardashian fell asleep at a strip club.
I can fall asleep anywhere. Anywhere. I swear to God, I went to a strip club for my first time in Miami like a year ago. I fell asleep in the booth.
That was mine.
What?
Whatever.
Hey, it was an iconic scene.
Sure.
Literally, and just imagining Kim, I wonder how much she spent at that strip club. At the end of the day, if Kim wants to spend thousands of dollars on a nap, she deserves it.
I would be so irritated if I was one of those girls dancing, just shaking ass, and then here's Kim Kardashian sleep while I'm putting in my good work.
Not the good work. Well, at least we agreed on a peek.
Yeah.
What is your pit?
My pit of the episode is, you know, I just haven't had this experience. I see it every year. They go to the Met and then they come back and they eat pizza and donuts. And I can't relate to that. So I'm pissed.
Pizza! Pizza! Donuts!
Or annual pizza.
You can get Joe's Pizza in LA.
No, I want to go to the Met first.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, because you could experience the pizza in LA. Well, my pit has to be Blurry Baby.
Not Blurry Baby.
Yeah, why they keep blurring Rocky's face? When will we get to see Rocky Barker?
You say this every episode.
Because it's the truth.
Okay.
And I'm sure you will agree with me in the comments below. And make sure to subscribe to the channel. We'll be back next week to recap another episode of The Kardashians. Okay. I'll just let you live your best life with that one.